Are you looking for a way to pay your mortgage off quicker, save a bunch of money in interest, and build equity quicker? We're going to show you how to do that in a video here coming up. Hi, Chris Malouf with XCountry Mortgage. Doing a quick educational video on the difference between making monthly mortgage payments and making bi-weekly payments on your mortgage. Some benefits and pros and cons, and we're going to go through those and go through an example here. So the difference between the two, like it sounds, rather than making the traditional one monthly payment, you're paying half of that amount every 2 weeks. So it's not based on a monthly structure, it's every 2 weeks you make half of that mortgage payment, and effectively you're making one additional payment each year. Some benefits to that is, interest is calculated on the outstanding balance. So if you're incrementally cutting that principal balance down a little bit quicker each month, that reduces the amount of interest that we pay over the course of that loan. So some pros to making a biweekly monthly payment. Number one, again, you pay that mortgage off quicker, and we'll go through an example here. Save money on the interest that's actually paid, and it can be a significant amount of money as well. And then again, you can build equity quicker in that property. Your equity is calculated based on what the fair market value is minus what you owe on that property, and that's your equity. So if we're paying that principal or that amount that we owe down quicker, that's going to increase our equity over the course of time. Now, some of the cons to making a bi-weekly payment, some lenders actually charge for that. Again, lenders make money by charging interest. And if you're going to end up paying less interest over the course of that loan, some lenders will charge a fee to do so. Another one is bi-weekly payments is a commitment. So you want to make sure that it fits into your monthly budget, your family budget. Also want to make sure that it might align with your pay dates correctly, and just make sure that you can commit to it, because once you set it up bi-weekly, you can't turn around and turn it into a traditional monthly payment. And then number three, one of the cons is some lenders will actually hold that first biweekly payment until they receive the second one, and then apply both payments on the loan at one time at the end of the month. And that effectively negates the purpose why we'd want to make a biweekly payment. So if you're setting this up on a new loan, you're going to want to ask your lender these questions to see how it works to make sure that it's beneficial to you. Now, why would we do this? What's the difference between the two? Here's some numbers. So let's make some assumptions. Let's say we're in a 30-year mortgage, our loan amount is $500,000, and our interest rate is 3%. If we were making monthly mortgage payments over the course of that loan, you would pay just over $258,000 in interest. If we were to set that loan up making biweekly payments, you'd pay just over $224,000 in interest, and you'd pay that loan off just over 42 months quicker. So you'd shave about 3.5 years off that loan. So you'd go from a 30-year to a 26.5-year loan, give or take, and you would effectively save just over $34,000 in interest. Now that's not walking around money, that's real money. That's a lot of money in my budget, I know that. So again, I'm a financial advisor as well. My thought process is always, how can we get people out of debt the quickest? How can we save the most amount in terms of what we pay in interest? And how can we put that money to work for us? So when I'm working with a client on a refinance or a purchase, I always have this conversation when we're setting the loan up to see if it does make sense for them to do that. Does it fit into their budget? Does it align with their pay dates? Can they commit to it? Because over the course of time, as we just showed, it adds up to a bunch of money, and you pay that loan off quicker. If this information was beneficial, give us a like, hit that subscribe and notification button. We try and do a lot of educational content in regards to how do loans work, how does the loan process work. They simply don't teach a lot of that information in our school system, so we try and bridge that gap. We take an educational approach with our clients. Hope, again, this information was beneficial, and have a great day.